Hello everyone, welcome back to Adventures of WellUmMe, and today we've got another Yu-Gi-Oh! Unboxing. I'm really excited for this one. This is Spellcaster's Command Structure Deck. Here we go, this is from the 5D era. I have been looking forward to getting this product for quite some time. It's one of those structure decks that I've seen sold secondhand a lot more than like the recommended retail price. Some of the others along the lines of those would be, I've completely blanked. I can't remember the name of it. It's a zombie deck, and it's got like the red-eyed zombie dragon. That's one that sells up. Of course, the original structure decks, the Yi and Kaiba ones from Evolution, or whatever they're called, they always like mark up. But this is not one of the other ones. I saw at least like $35–40 everywhere I was looking. So I'm so glad that I got my hands on one of these. It was on eBay and I got it for $22 or something like that. So recommended retail price pretty much. Looking forward to getting into this and yeah, seeing what awesome Spellcaster cards we get with it. So let's unbox it. Alright, so here we go. This is the Spellcaster's Command Structure Deck. Trying a different style again with the setup that I have for the camera when I'm doing unboxing. Hopefully this will work a little bit better with like the focus and that, and I'll be able to get kind of great shots in there. But here's the front of it. I showed you that before. Awesome looking character here, the card. On the back we have Summer, the Master Magician. Let me just adjust the lighting here. Overpower your opponents with the new Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D Spellcaster Command Structure Deck. Every spell card you put into play now creates spell counters. By placing these counters on your new spellcaster cards, you can unleash their mystifying effects and summon the Master of Magicians. The Spellbinding Structure Deck contains 39 common cards, 1 ultra rare card, 1 rulebook, 1 deluxe game mat, 1 dueling guide with instructions on how to enhance your deck. Alright, let's get into it. So it's all in here. Deck. You get the playmat, the like whatever this was called again, quick start guide, is it? I don't know, something like that. How to use this deck. So it just tells you what combinations really work well with getting the cards nicely to work. And then it gives you the booster recommendations. I'm pretty sure that work kind of with these decks and other decks around the same time. And what cards kind of are the highlights of them. So there's that, and then there's the structure deck. You've also got the official rulebook, which is full of everything you need to know about every card possible. No, just how to play the game. And then we have our game mat here with the awesome dude there, and it's just got the Spellcaster Command Structure Deck listed there. Let's sit this nicely there for during the unboxing. Alright, now we can get our cards out. Looking forward to this. There are a few cards in here that I've wanted to play with and haven't had access to because reasons. Give me a second while I adjust this. Here we go. Alright. I am so excited for this. I did want to move the light onto the other side of the room, but who cares? I forgot. We have Endymion. I don't know how to really say that. Endymion, the Master Magician. These are all first edition as well, which is absolutely awesome. Alright, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard by removing 6 spell counters from your magical citadel of Endymion you control. When you do, add 1 spell card from your graveyard to your hand. Once per turn, you can discard it. Discard 1 spell card to destroy 1 card on the field. 2,700 attack, 1,700 defense, and what are we? We are a 7-star monster. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 7. Wow. So essentially that's like a slightly, I guess, upgraded Dark Magician, if you're looking at it that way. Really, really cool card. So it comes with like the 1 holo card in this, rather than a whole heap, like in some of the newer starter decks and that, where you get like 5. But it's all good. Anyway, we have Disenchanter. And I dropped it. Disenchanter. Once per turn you can remove one spell counter from anywhere on the field to return one face-up spell card to its owner's hand. We have Defender, the Magical Knight. When this card is normal summoned, place one spell counter on it, max 1. Once per turn, if a face-up spellcaster type monster on the field would be destroyed, you can remove one spell counter from this card, or from a card you control, for each of these monsters instead. Okay, so essentially, while this one's on here and you've got spell counters, you can remove spell counters to stop the card from being destroyed. Spellcaster type cards, really cool. Works with Breaker the Magical Warrior, that one. We have Hannibal Necromancer. When this card is normal summon, place one spell counter on it. Maximum 1, you can remove one spell counter from this card to destroy one face-up trap card. I'm just going to cover all of these cards because I'm making like the Spellcaster Magician deck at the moment, and for anyone that's interested, if you can get your hands on these, it's got some really good staple cards for that type of deck. So that's why we're covering all the effects of these. Brilliant though. We have Summon a Monk. This card cannot be tributed. When this card is normal or flip summoned, it is changed to defense position. Once per turn you can discard one spell card to special summon one level 4 monster from your deck. It cannot attack this turn. We have Dark Red Enchanter. When this card is normal summoned, place 2 spell counters on it. Each time a spell is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card. It gains 300 attack for each spell counter on it. Once per turn you can remove 2 spell counters from this card to make your opponent discard 1 random card. That's really cool, and there's no max spell counters that it can have either, so you can just stack that up. We have a Skilled Dark Magician. Each time a spell card is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card, maximum 3. You contribute this card with 3 spell counters on it to special summon 1 Dark Magician from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Apprentice Magician. When this card is normal summoned, place 1 spell counter on a face-up card that you can place a spell counter on. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can special summon 1 level 2 or lower spellcaster type monster from your deck in face down defense position. Another Apprentice Magician. We have Old Vindictive Magician. Destroy 1 monster your opponent controls when flip summoned. We have Magical Marionette. Each time a spell card is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card. This card gains 200 attack for each spell counter on it. You can remove 2 spell counters from this card to destroy 1 monster in the field. So essentially this whole deck works around the spell counter idea. You power up the monsters with the spell counters, then use them to just remove cards from play from your opponent. Breaker the Magical Warrior. When this card is normal summon, place 1 spell counter on it, maximum 1. This card gains 300 attack for each spell counter on it. You can remove 1 spell counter from this card to destroy 1 spell or trap on the field. Magical Plant Mandragola. Flip. Place 1 spell counter on each face-up card on the field that can have a spell counter on it. Royal Magical Library. Each time a spell is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card, maximum 3. You can remove 3 spell counters from this card to draw 1 card. Blast Magician. Each time a spell card is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card. You can remove any number of spell counters from this card to destroy 1 face-up monster on the field with attack equal to or less than 700 times the number of counters you removed. We have Mythical Beast Cerberus. Each time a spell counter is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card. This card gains a 500 attack for each spell counter on it. If this card attacks or is attacked, remove all spell counters from it at the end of the battle phase. That's really cool. It's a big thing having the Cerberus card in Duel Links at the moment, actually. My Cow, Master of Barriers. You contribute this card to destroy 1 face-up continuous spell or continuous trap card on the field. Crystal Seer. Flip. Pick up 2 cards from the top of your deck. Select one of those cards and add it to your hand. Place the other card on the bottom of your deck. We have Magical Exemplar. Each time a spell card is activated, place 2 spell counters on this card. Once per turn you can remove any number of spell counters from this card to special summon a spellcaster type monster from your hand or graveyard, whose level is equal to the number of spell counters you removed. That's good. We have Magical Citadel of Endymion. Each time a spell card is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card. When a card with a spell counter is destroyed, place its spell counters on this card. Once per turn, if you would activate a card's effect by removing a spell counter from cards you control, you can remove a spell counter from this card instead. If this card would be destroyed, you can remove 1 spell counter from this card instead. That's cool. Spell Power Grasp. Place one spell counter on a face-up card that you can place a spell counter on. Then add one Spell Power Grasp from your deck to your hand. You can only activate one Spell Grasp per turn. Okay, do you only get one of these or two? I don't know. Magicians Unite! Activate only while you control two or more face-up attack position spellcaster type monsters. Select one of them. That monster's attack becomes 3,000 until the end of this turn. Other spellcaster type monsters you control cannot attack this turn. Mist Body. The equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle. Malevolent Nuzzler. The equipped monster gains 700 attack when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard. You can pay 500 life points to place it on top of your deck. Giant Grenade. It removes all spell and trap cards and places them back in their owner's hands respectively. And I dropped everything again, I'm so good at this. Fissure, destroy one face-up monster your opponent controls with the lowest attack. Swords of Revealing Light, we all know what that does. Mage Power, the equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense for each spell or trap card control. Terraforming, add one field spell card to your hand from your deck. Any controller, you can either change the battle position of one face-up monster your opponent controls, or tribute one monster, select one face-up monster your opponent controls, take control of it until the end of phase. Book of Moon, flip one face-up monster on the field into face-down defense position. Magical Blast, activate only while you control a spellcaster type monster. Inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent for each spellcaster type monster you control. If this card is in your graveyard, you can add it to your hand instead of conducting your normal draw during your draw phase. So essentially, if you have 5 spellcaster type monsters face up on the field. Oh, 200 damage. I'm pretty sure I read 2,000. It's 200 damage. Oops, my bad. Well, you can do 1,000 damage in one turn, and you can just keep bringing it back and doing it again. Plus, it also activates spell counters for everything. Magical Dimension. Activate only while you control spellcaster type monster. Tribute one monster and special summon one spellcaster type monster from your hand. Then you can destroy one monster on the field. Twister. Pay 500 life points. Destroy one face-up spell or trap card. Field Barrier. Field spell cards cannot be destroyed. Also, a new field spell card cannot be activated. You can only control one face-up field barrier. Magician Circle. Activate only when a spellcaster type monster declares an attack. Each player special summons one spellcaster type monster with 2,000 or less attack from their deck in face-up attack position. Pitch Black Power Stone. After activation, place 3 spell counters on this card. During each of your turns, you can move one spell counter from this card to another face-up card that you can place spell counters on. When there are no spell counters on this card, destroy it. Second one of those, Garabable. Each time a spell card is activated, place one spell counter on this card. When the 4th spell counter is placed on this card, destroy this card and inflict 3,000 damage to the player that activated the spell card at that time. Okay. And Magical Cylinder, negate the attack of one monster your opponent controls and inflict damage to your opponent equal to the deck. Anyway, that is the deck. The Spellcaster Command structure deck. Really like it. There's some really good cards that work well for the whole Magician Spellcaster types. Really looking forward to checking it out. Hope that in-depth kind of look at the cards there was awesome for you guys. Just checking everything out. Yeah, it's just one of those decks that I've wanted for ages and could finally get a hold of. But this card in the foil, if we can focus this up, I mean, look at that. Such a cool looking monster. But yes, I am looking forward to playing with this deck, trialing it, and seeing what cards work well with the whole Magician card deck that I'm trying to do. Once I've made that deck, I'm going to do a deck profile. I'm going to go down, play locally at my local game store and see how I do against some of the other guys there who are really good at the game, and last time I went, they beat me. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to have some other videos on the screen, links to other things, so there'll be a Yu-Gi-Oh opening and a video suggested by YouTube that best suits you, so check out one of those videos. Also, like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to see more content coming your way. Hit that bell to be notified whenever I upload a video. Anyway, have a great day guys, and I will catch you next time!